And I'm not just referencing having your goddamn papers in the last segment because I'm trying to make it seem worse than it is. We're literally separating people and tagging people with these goddamn vaccine passports. We're separating people into vaccinated and unvaccinated. People have a choice for body autonomy. Now, I understand private companies have a right to, like, say you can't work here unless you're vaccinated. They have a right to set whatever policy things forth. But we already have a labor shortage, and people are going to quit. Nurses are quitting. If this was about health, why are we allowing medical professionals to quit or be fired because they don't want to participate in the goddamn experiment?
Winning. No.
Anyway, Joe Rogan brought up a good point, and this is on a Daily Wire. Daily Wire is another really good source of news and other cultural content. But it's a Rogan blasts the vaccine passports. People don't understand history. One step closer to dictatorship, and he's fucking right. If you haven't watched the clip, you should watch the clip of him talking about it. It
Winning. No.
He's fucking absolutely right. But anyway, let's get into this article. It's just by the Daily Wire. Joe Rogan blasted so-called vaccine passports on the Joe Rogan Experience late last week, warning the people do not understand history and that the move would push the U.S. one step closer to being a dictatorship. And it's true. Like, you gotta walk around and show your damn papers. That's a violation of, what is it, the Fourth Amendment?
Winning. No. You suck.
Yeah, the Fourth Amendment. That's a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. The government don't have a right to make you show your papers.
Winning. No.
Rogan started off by talking about remarks that CNN host Don Lemon were made. They were purportedly in favor of vaccine passports, noting that the people who support the idea are dumb. They don't understand history. They don't understand human beings, Rogan said. They don't understand human nature. They don't understand the history of every single country that has ever existed other than the United States up until 1776. We'll cut it out. Every fucking country that has ever existed was run by dictators. All of them.
Winning. No.
And he is fucking absolutely correct. This is the first one where you had elected officials, he continued. This is the first experiment in self-government that actually worked, and it has created the greatest superpower the world has ever known. It created the greatest cultural machine, the greatest machine of art and creativity and innovation right fucking here. And how did it do that? It did that through freedom, because you give people freedom, you let people do whatever the they want to do, they actually find ways to succeed and grow and thrive. And that's how winning is done. Competition and open market make people better.
That's how winning is done. You suck.
There are winners and losers in life. It's just the way it is. And this is how it does. Like, he's absolutely correct. This is how winning is done. Not the socialist, communist crap that they want you to believe in. But as soon as you put the boots to them, as soon as you tell them you have to do this or you can't do that, you have to listen to me, now you have a mini dictator. You're one step closer from a king. You have one step closer. You're moving one step closer to dictatorship, Rogan added. That's what the is happening here. That's what's going to happen with the vaccine passport. That's what's going to happen if they close borders. And this is his words, YouTube. You can't enter, or big tech, you can't enter New York City unless you have your papers. You have to have your motherfucking papers.
Winning. No.
You can't go to here unless you have that. You can't get on a plane unless you do that, what I say. And people say, well, it's all about protecting people from the... No, it's not. It's not about protecting people. It's never about protecting people. It's about power. Do you have your papers, Jew?
Winning. No.
Do you have your papers? Show me your papers. You can't be in this restaurant unless you have your papers.
Winning. No. You suck.
Oh, you can't be walking around in public, boy. Show me your papers. Do you have permission for your master to walk around in public, boy?
Winning. No. You suck.
What if I told you that most people that are not vaccinated in these big cities are African American? So you're actually segregating African American into a lesser class of people again, where they can't actually participate in like restaurants and outdoor events and stuff.
Winning. No. You suck.
What if I told you that's what's happening? Because that's what's happening.
Winning. No. You suck.
We're tagging and separating people into groups.
Winning. No.
Again, it's the same thing we do every goddamn time, every goddamn 80 years, where this fascist hellhole happens.
Winning. No.
Black, white.
Winning. No.
yellow, polka dotted, whatever.
Winning.
Male,
No.
female, trans, non-trans, gay, straight.
Winning. No.
It doesn't fucking matter. They want us to fight each other. And since none of that gay left, right, sideways, blob working,
Winning.
now they're trying to separate us into vaccinated and unvaccinated.
Winning. No.
Whether or not to get the choice to whether or not to get vaccinated is and always is between you and your fucking doctor. Not you and the government, not you and me, not you and your mom. You, I mean, unless it's your kid, then it's between you, your mom, and your doctor. But it's between you and your fucking doctor.
That's how winning is done.
The government has lied to us about all kinds of shit. It gave fucking African Americans syphilis under the guise of healthcare and watched the disease progress just to see how it would happen. It told the Native Americans that if they gave up their guns, it would be okay, and then it committed a goddamn genocide.
Winning. No.
It burnt Waco, Texas to the ground because they didn't want to participate in regular society.
Winning. No. You suck.
The government doesn't care about you. The people, black, white, yellow, or polka dotted, they're not your enemy. The government is. And now we can't just attack the government because that makes us no better than us. But we have a fucking civil responsibility to actively defy the illegal, unconstitutional garbage.
That's how winning is done.
We have a moral responsibility to complete acts of civil defiance.
That's how winning is done.
They can't arrest us all. Ron Paul was right, and we'll get into that a little bit later.
That's how winning is done.
But right now, like, you're probably thinking I'm crazy saying history is repeating itself, but we're literally building a Nazi enforcement force. At least in my mind, I think it's a Nazi enforcement force, and they can we're probably going to lose the YouTube channel here because we still have 2 strikes, and they're going to strike this down to the ground. I might not even put this up there, but I don't know it. We can't live in fear anymore. I'm fucking done hiding, and we're gonna get into they're turning the Capitol Police into a fucking nationwide police force that can use the full might of the U.S. fucking war machine on American civilians during fucking police actions, and that's just unacceptable. I'm just fucking saying.